Hello, I'm the Cinema Critic, and the film we're looking at today is appropriately titled The Happening. Why, you ask? Well, the reason being is because you'll be asking yourself these three specific questions if you watch this movie. Why is that happening? How did that happen? What the hell is happening? So let's see if we can help out the supposed master of the twist ending, M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong, and figure out what went wrong this time. Let's figure out what is happening in The Happening. So anyway, the film stars Mark Wahlberg, who, I'll be honest here, you can make Matt do anything in a movie, and he will try to pull out a good performance out of it. He's one of those rare actors who actually gives a crap about every film he appears in. I'm serious, he takes his roles so seriously. In all honesty though, this is the first movie I've ever seen Wahlberg actually not giving a crap. I mean, wow, if you can't even get Mark Wahlberg to give a crap about your movie, then I'm not... we have a problem. Okay, I put this off long enough. Let's dive right into the opening credits. Hey audience, hey, are you enjoying this? Are you on the edge of your seat because of this chilling music and time-lapse sky and clouds? No? We'll enjoy it because it goes on for 3 whole freaking minutes! 3 minutes and nothing but blue skies and freaking clouds whizzing across the screen! Seriously, these credits take forever! I've never seen an opening sequence so boring in my life! I'd rather watch paint dry! How about have the camera slowly spin around in a circle, creating a disorienting feel for the audience? Or something! Anything besides clouds for 3 whole minutes! But in my opinion, though, an opening sequence should be roughly about 1 minute to 1.5 minutes long in length, just to avoid, getting the audience bored out of their minds. But if you have something visually interesting going on, like a James Bond opening or the Pink Panther intro, then you can stretch it out a bit for 3 to 5 minutes. But in this case, it's freaking clouds! So after falling asleep 3 minutes into the opening already, the credits finally end on a comedic, unintentional, symbolic ending of having M. Night's name fade in from the clouds and darkness. And we fade into 2 girls sitting on a bench in Central Park, talking about a hitter and a little girl or something.
That's right. That's right.
Did you hear that? That's funny. It's weird. Those people look like they're clawing at themselves. Is that blood?
Okay, M. Night, in horror movies, it's not scary when you have your actors just say what's happening. Actually showing what grotesque, horrible, bloody death is happening to these people is horror. I mean, this film is like the movie version of that parody horror movie trailer that has the actresses and actors actually ask the audience what their next move should be.
Should I escape through this window or fight him off with a knife?
That's the whole joke of it. The audience already knows what could happen before it happens, which in return kills all tension and suspense in the scene. A combo of surreal, unsettling images and caring about the characters gets the audience uncomfortable, which in return creates tension, and then on top of that, that creates horror. A good example of an infamous, unsettling image that sets up tension and suspense is like the blood elevator or the 2 random girls at the end of the hallway in The Shining. By getting the audience to feel unease, the tension is created from the anticipation for something crazy or surreal to happen. But then, in recent years, some genius thought it would create the same effect that thing causing the scare was like a cat jumping out at the main character unexpected. Thus, leading into the invention of the god-awful, annoying jump scares. Or paranormal activity. So you hear more screams and you see everyone in Central Park standing straight for some reason, as it cuts to the girl with a scared look. And then we get a sense of what this brilliantly suspenseful opening scene is building to, how people die in this movie. Man, M. Night, It's not good when your film crew are offing themselves. I mean, first the extras cast in Central Park, now the set design guys too? Yeah, I agree, that's a pretty mean joke. So after all that hilarious death, we are introduced to our protagonist, Dr. Wahlberg Jones, playing the character Elliot Moore, a high school science teacher teaching his students about the importance of environmental science!
Look, I don't know if you guys have heard about this article in the New York Times about honeybees vanishing. Well, apparently, honeybees are disappearing all over the country.
Oh my god! Hold the phone! Stop the presses! No, please! God, no! Someone get the president online! Not the precious honeybees!
It's scary, huh? All right, let's hear some theories about why this might be happening. Nothing? Come on, guys. You're not interested in what happened to the bees.
Yes, nothing, Wahlberg! It's freaking bees! Do you really think anyone gives two bees in a candy store about this self-proclaimed epidemic at all? So moving on, the vice principal excuses all the teachers in the school to tell them what's going on.
All right, there appears to be an event. It's some kind of airborne chemical toxin that's been released in and around the park. They said to watch for warning signs. The first stage is confused speech. The second stage is physical disorientation, loss of direction. The third stage is fatal.
So Wahlberg releases the kids, and as crazy as that looks, it's true. Einstein did say that. Things begin to escalate further after we hear boring dialogue from this math teacher guy. Wahlberg goes around making sure that people close to him are okay. He talks about considering leaving the city. He talks to the math guy again, saying his wife is acting strange. So basically the wife is a wimp, and you could draw this conclusion right when you first see her in the frame while she listens to the news. This guy named Joey calls, and her big eyes and annoying voice already annoys me.
Are you packed?
Yes,
What are they saying?
they're evacuating New York City.
Well, our brains
Okay,
are
hello,
equipped with a
obvious fake
self-preservation
newscaster taken from
mechanism
Birdemic.
that's controlled by a combination of electrochemical signals in the brain, the blocking of neurotransmitters.
So while Wahlberg packs, we can assume, based on the last scene, that the wife is a cheater pumpkin eater. As we cut to the train station as Elliot meets up with the math teacher guy again, as they learn more about the toxic stuff.
Newsroom, and it's the latest developments. Autopsies on the first victims confirm the toxin is a natural compound. The attacks remain confined to the New York metropolitan area.
So as tension and drama rises because math teacher guy knows about a fight Wahlberg had with his wife that we never saw, that's tension building, right? So they get on the train as we cut to Ritterhouse Park in Philadelphia. Let's see what wacky shenanigans happens here. The wind! It's killing them! And then it's gonna kill me! Oh my god! What? What? I had to! A movie this ridiculous? I had to fit a Trolls 2 reference in here somehow. So the movie moves forward as we see more and more cast and crew killing themselves just to get out of this movie, I'm assuming. As we cut back to the train with Wimpy McCheater here talking to Joey on the phone.
That is it. I told you that would be it. You have got to chill out.
What? When? In Philadelphia?
Wow, I'm sorry, but she is awful at acting. She seems like she doesn't know how to react to anything natural. If I was her, I would be panicking just a little bit more. So we continue with this train scene as it finally comes to a halt at some town called Filbert. Hello, M. Night Shyamalan cameo. Speaking of M. Night cameos, it reminds me of a book I recently purchased. It's called Where's Shyamalan? In His Own Movies. Written by, what a twist, M. Night Shyamalan. Let's see if we can find him here. Ah, it's the signs page. Let's see if we can find M. Night. It's signed, so we know he's in a red truck somewhere. Aha! There there! I see him! I see him! I found M. Night! Thanks for your help, guys.
Why are you giving me one useless piece of information at a time? What's going on? Hey, why would you just stop? You can't just leave us here.
Sir, we lost contact.
With whom?
Everyone.
Okay. Wow. The conductors are stupid as hell as well. I mean, I know it's safer to stop the train and all, but why get everyone outside? Keep in mind that all everybody knows up until this point is that it's a possible terrorist attack and the toxin's airborne. So, okay, genius, tell me, why is it safer to stop the train and get everybody outside? Why can't you just stop the train and keep everybody inside? So we cut to a diner where Wahlberg talks more about science!
You know that everyone gives off energy, right? It's scientifically proven. They got these cameras that can record what color you are when you're feeling different things. People that are angry give off a different color than people that are sad.
Authorities are now feeling, by the sheer number of incidents being reported, that a terrorist group being responsible is becoming less and less likely.
So the government said it was a terrorist attack, when it wasn't. Yeah, sounds about right. But look at the scale, though, of the attack so far. How can you entirely disregard a terrorist attack still? So the power goes out and the people decide to split for 90 miles away because it's not happening there apparently, and our heroes debate on what to do after getting rejected.
Excuse me, sir? Sir, can we get a ride, please? We don't have any transportation. We're stuck here. Sir, did you hear what I said? We don't have any transportation. We have a little girl with us, please. Sir, you're not just gonna...
Superpone rejection. Oh yeah!
Can you believe how crappy people are? There's a car.
Yes, that is a car. Thank you, Sherlock. So they talk to this guy who I don't know why, but reminds me of the mountain lion nature guy from Birdemic for some reason. Man, I got Birdemic on the mind a lot lately. But I'll be honest here. This is the best character in this movie, to his credit. So they hitchhike with this guy as they drive away from what's happening here. Oh yeah, and also, math teacher guy leaves his kid with Mark and beady eyes as he goes to Princeton to find his wife. Don't you think it would hurt the kid more if the dad went off and also got killed as well while he was trying to go after his wife? Yeah. Enjoy therapy, kid. Kinda makes your dad in the previous scene look like this. Man, this film makes no sense. And that's the biggest problem with this film. There are things that should be in place or things that the characters should be aware of. It would create more tension if the characters were more panicky because they have no idea what's going on with this gas thing. And look, they are outside again. Take this previous scene where Wahlberg is talking numbers and science. In this scene, he should have said something like this. Math guy, you can't go. We have no idea what's going on here. We don't even know how this gas affects us humans. In fact, why the hell are we even out here? We should be inside or something. Also, think about your daughter. She needs you. What if something happens? Elliot, I trust that she'll be safe with you. After I find Mom, I'll come find you guys. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Trust me. But going back to what I was saying before, there's more impact when you cut to Mark and his wife showing concern for Math Guy's decision. And in return makes you, the audience, concerned as well. Because you care about Math Guy. You're worried about the kid. Which in return creates tension and suspense in the scene. And even a little bit of mystery. You're not knowing what Math Guy's going to face. I mean, the guy could die. Which he does. But the performances and the way it's written just kills whatever emotion Shyamalan was going for. So they drive for like 4 hours as it cuts to a house where they try to stop at in order to get some supplies. And hot dogs?
We're packing hot dogs for the road. You know, hot dogs get a bad rap.
Okay, thanks for sharing.
You like hot dogs, right?
As they continue to drive after that, and come across an army officer and a bunch of other people as they talk to this person's daughter on the phone to find out if Princeton was infected by what's happening.
She says everyone's dead outside.
What do you mean? Everyone's dead?
What? Stacy, you're scaring me. I don't understand what you're saying. What? Stacy!
Calculus.
Stacy!
So we cut to Nature Guy and wife by Nature Guy's car as he talks about plant mechanisms. You figured it out yet? In case you haven't gotten it yet, it's not terrorists who's attacking us. Plants are the evil masterminds behind these happenings. So, let's recap real quick. According to M. Night Shyamalan, a quote by Einstein that states, "Honeybees mysteriously disappearing leads to plants sporing off an evil toxin that makes people walk backwards, talk funny, and then kill themselves." That's the plot, people! Has the absurdity sunk in yet? So we cut to the group that our heroes are now a part of. They decide to walk to this apparent safe zone town of whatever, until...
Okay, I was gonna tell you, okay? There was this guy, Joey. His name is Joey. He's at work. We went out and we had dessert. I went out and I had dessert with him when I told you I worked late, and I didn't work late. And I'm feeling really guilty in case we're gonna die. I just wanted you to know that.
Yeah, you're a bitch. I'm sorry, but you all could die at any time. Do you really think that Wahlberg wants to hear that you've been cheating on him behind his back the entire time right now? Don't you think he has enough on his mind? I mean, what happens if your life wasn't in danger? You continue to sleep with Joey behind his back or whatever? You fucking bitch!
Private Oster.
My firearm is my friend. Jesus. Oh no.
I don't know.
The toxin is affecting them? What if it is the plants? Their group was larger than ours. This thing has been escalating all day. Smaller and smaller populations have been setting this off. Let's just stay ahead of the wind.
Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just stay out of the wind. Yeah, great plan, genius. Wind! Run! 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 Remember to stay ahead of the wind! Yeah, just stay ahead of the wind. It's that simple. Great plan, genius. So the group split up, and Wahlberg and pals now come across a truck and a house in the distance. They go to it as they continue to figure out what is happening.
A toxin dissipates quickly in the air. They're only potent in a certain density. The source had to be close to that field, if not in the field. Here's one. Plants have a chemistry to do this. They release co-transporters into the air.
You think it could be plants?
I don't know. But if it is, and people are setting it off in groups, we need to go to the least populated place we can to be safe. That must be Arundel. It's 10 miles from here.
Okay, this place must have a bathroom. I'm gonna take Jess and we can leave.
Hurry. Hello? My name is Elliot Moore. Just going to talk in a very positive manner, giving off good vibes. We're just here to use the bathroom.
Using the bathroom? And then pumping your splooge into the water? You cocksucker! I do not approve of this! Humans must die! Humans must die! Fooled you, I'm a troll.
So they decide to leave the house of fake, household items to find a small populated area that they found on a map that they found in the house. But as they are running, they come across a few groups, and welcome to Monty Happening's Flying Circus! So they continue to walk and talk more, and Wahlberg gets dating advice from a 14-year-old boy.
Got a problem?
Wow, bro. You're sad.
Jess needs a 10-minute.
So they reach another house, and yeah, you might think I'm a dick after this scene, but trust me, it's hilarious.
Josh, open the door.
Wait. I see something. There's somebody in there.
You sure?
Yeah, I saw him move.
I see him.
Let's stop.
Is there any way we could get some food? We have a little girl. We just want to get her some food.
You best leave now. You ain't gonna bring that poison gas in here with you.
Sir, it's not poison gas. There's none out here.
They said to stay inside.
We're fine right now. Nothing's happened out here yet. I mean, you can see that. Just listen to our voices. We're perfectly normal. On Blackwater, keep on rolling. Mississippi moon, won't you keep on shining on me? See?
Oh my God.
We're normal.
You ain't from around here.
Wait.
You best leave now.
Okay, it's not worth it.
Open the door, bitch!
Hey, Josh, don't do that. He didn't mean that.
There's more than one in there.
Jess! Jess, come here.
Stop it, Jess.
Listen, we just want some food for a little girl, you pussies!
Jess, come here.
Josh, stop it.
Let's not let that gas in here.
Sir, the air is fine out here right now. You don't need to worry.
Might be with the terrorists.
I don't think it's terrorists, sir.
Where's this coming
Josh,
from?
stop it.
You're being crazy, Mr. Moore. Show your faces!
Let the gas in.
No!
Acts like that. I told you. We went from going from being respectful
Elliot.
to terrible freaking singing to totally disrespectful
We have to go.
to murder.
We have to protect Jess.
Got the free to get off our porch.
Okay. First, the reason why I'm laughing is because this wouldn't happen. Ever. I'm sorry, but it just wouldn't happen. It's just so unexpected, too. And thirdly, these guys with guns. These guys with guns. They shoot these kids. I think I know what M. Night was going for. I think he's trying to show that in certain situations, people are assholes to one another. Okay, they're selfish. They're more for themselves. I understand. I think that's what you were going for. But it just, the whole sequence doesn't make any sense because, like I said, it starts off being respectful and totally normal, and then the kids start being disrespectful all of a sudden for some reason. And then the kids get shot. Now, to make this scene make more sense, M. Night, why not have one of the actors just say something like, "We did those crazy efforts a favor," or something like that. Some kind of line that implies that the guys in the house thought that these kids were going insane. Therefore, it makes sense. So we cut back to Wahlberg as they continue walking, and they come across an old lady's house, where they decide to stop for dinner and spend the night. Until, you guessed it, something happens to the old lady the next day. Okay, as we recreate Signs a bit, the old lady kills herself, bashing her face through some windows. Wahlberg then looks for his wife and kid, and remembers that the house thing across the field, that you can hear whoever's in the house thing in the basement. He then goes to the basement to see if that is where his wife and kid are, as we begin with the climax.
It's not right for it to end like this. If we're gonna die, I want to be with you. I want to be with you, and I'm gonna come be with you.
Don't.
To its credit, this is actually an alright scene. I mean, this is the closest that we ever get to an emotional sequence in this movie. So they survive these series of happenings, and months pass. And hey, we're at the climax. You know what that means. The big M. Night Shyamalan twist. Here it comes. I think.
Well, I believe, all right, and this is just my opinion, that this was a prelude, okay, a warning, like the first spot of a rash. We have become a threat to this planet. I don't think anybody will argue that. And this is a warning.
A warning? See, I think the skeptics would believe that if it had occurred anywhere else. That's why most people believe it was the government.
Je devrais amener mon vélo.
Quoi?
So that was the happening. Well, the ideas are interesting because we never seen plants as a threat to humanity, and it could have worked. I just think the ideas could have been more thought out. It doesn't work as a horror movie in this case. If people are dying in a comical way, if the writing of the dialogue and the scenarios are horrible, then your film is bound to fail right out of the gate. Like I said, horror is created from suspense. Suspense is created by caring about the characters. This concept could have worked. What if plants infect the air that causes you to kill yourself? It's a good concept because you need air. And if it's infected, then you can't. Also, you're surrounded by plants. You can't go anywhere. That could drive someone nuts after a while. You should have had the characters slowly lose control of themselves and maybe even have some people snap. Think about it. Surrounded by plants who are intoxicating the air, on top of that, surrounded by crazy people, that's a nerve-wracking threat. That causes drama, if done right. That's what makes this final scene, when they come out of the house and walk to each other, is kind of effective. There was tension. You don't know what's going to happen. So that was my review. I hope you enjoyed it and hope it was very educational. What's that music? Crystal skulls. I kind of like those guys.